Meanwhile, more than 200,000 people across Oregon and Southwest Washington are without power this morning and could be for some time. Portland General Electric is reporting more than 183,000 customers in the dark across 5 counties. Our Lindsay Nadrich is live in Clackamas County this morning with a look at current conditions. Lindsay, what are things looking like in some of these neighborhoods?
Well, good morning, Emily. We started over in the Milwaukee area and took 205. Now we're in Gladstone off McLaughlin Boulevard. And I can tell you it was a pretty dark drive out here because so many people are still without power. The sun is starting to come up now, so you can see a little bit more, but this whole area was completely dark when we arrived. All of the businesses and the homes in this area just pitch black as we were driving around. The stoplights are also out. So if you have to be out on the roads, just really be aware of your surroundings because some people may not be able to stop at those intersections as quickly as they normally can. And with no stoplights, you just really need to be aware of what's going on. Now, when we were on 205, I can tell you that the freeway was pretty clear. The crews have treated the roads. It didn't seem too slick as we were driving around, but as you get into the neighborhoods, it's the side streets that are just a little bit dicier because a lot of what we're seeing, like there's wet rain coming down right now and it is just freezing. I don't know if you can see this bush here. There's just thick ice completely covering this. It is, I mean, that's some thick ice, and that's what we're seeing with these trees that came down from the weight. So many branches fell all throughout this area, knocking out power. And again, people still in the dark here this morning in Gladstone. So if you don't have power, PGE does have a couple of tips for you. They say to check your major appliances, turn off the breaker at the breaker box. For other electrical equipment, either unplug it or turn off its breaker. And then they say to turn on a light outside and one inside your home so both you and PGE know when power is restored. Also, if you want to get updates, you can sign up for updates on PGE's website to find out how they're working through this area to restore power. They also have an outage map that you can check. They also say if your neighbor's power comes on and yours doesn't, call them so they can come out and check. So again, this morning, the roads weren't too bad. McLaughlin Boulevard here is pretty clear, but again, it's some of the side streets in the neighborhoods that are just a little bit slicker. So take your time if you do have to be out this morning. I'm standing in a parking lot right now and it is just solid ice. So luckily my photographer gave me some traction for my shoes here. So if you're walking around and not driving, just be aware of that too. Things are pretty icy and wet this morning. Reporting live, I'm Lindsay Nadrich, KOIN 6 News.